all you lovely nail enthusiasts. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I am super excited to share with you an epic haul of organizational items and nail art supplies that I recently got from Shein and Temu. As usual, I bought all these goodies with my own money, so you know this is a totally unsponsored, honest review. And why did I go on another shopping spree, I can hear you asking? Very easy, dear listener. Well, I am in the process of reorganizing all my nail supplies. Recently, my space was just knocked down to one cubby-like bookcase that has 9 cubbies and some storage containers. I can slide those containers under the bed, so that is helpful. So I need to find a way to condense down the things I have. I have a lot of nail foils, I have a lot of 12 grid charm boxes, a lot of things just in random Tupperware, all these loose little jars of this and that. Everything needs a new home. So, what can you expect in this haul? You know I find all the nifty storage solutions, like I found some plastic cases, some nail polish racks, and even some gorgeous nail art accessories like stickers, silicone stamping plates, and some glow-in-the-dark gel polish. We have got a lot to cover and very little time to do it. And trust me, you don't want to miss seeing this polish I picked up that should change from black to white based on temperature. Talk about an easy ombre for the 2 hardest colors. So I'm going to walk you through each item, show you how I plan to use them, and give you a little bit of insight and some tips on getting organized. Whether you're a nail enthusiast like me or just love a good haul, this is the video for you. Ready to dive in? Sit back and relax while we get out the first item. And before we get into today's video real quick, of course we have to show off what's on my nails. Woo! This is a set of 1, 2, 3 Go Harding nails that I got a really long time ago. They no longer sell these on the website. It's summer. I saw this bright pink with this like iridescent chrome finish to it, and I was like, yep, it's done. I don't have to paint, I don't have to file, and long nails give me my most energy. So I am rocking some nails for today's video, but let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm gonna go grab our first item. All right, so I got it out of the plastic, and first up, we have a fantastic clear plastic case that I plan on using for nail foil transfers. Let me tell you, these are going to be a game changer for me wanting to organize my nail art foils. I sometimes buy foils, they'll come loose or not in like a little case or tube. I actually have a very good example. This is one I got, and we'll be looking at it a little bit later. But like you see, it just came in this little plastic wrapper. And when I get ones like that, I have a very unconventional method of storing them in like a Tupperware bin, since I don't like to fold my foils. I also don't like to pre-cut them or put them in notebooks, things like that. So in my search for solution to loose foils, I found this clear plastic case. It comes with 60 tubes and also these little stickers on the inside. It's got the little latches there. But this is everything inside in our little tubes. When I found this, I don't remember if this was Shein or Temu, but I found this listed as like a beads, diamond painting, and DIY crafting organization plastic case. And I was like, hey, we're DIYing. That sounds perfect. The listing also thankfully had the measurements, and it lined up to the size of other tubes I had from individual foil purchases. So why are these little plastic cases so great, you're asking, as I bump the camera? Now that we got the Blair Witch shaky cam gone. So these are great because first of all, they make it super easy for me to see all of my nail foils at a glance. There's no more digging through a bunch of, and I got one here nearby, a bunch of little messy cases like this, or a bunch of sticker books, or in my case, the Tupperware bin. And the best part to all of this, the tube and box system means everything is going to stay neat and tidy, plus it's compact enough to fit into like a drawer or a shelf without taking up too much space, or in that container I will be sliding under the bed. And I'll show you real quick how it works because it is a perfect time to go back to this foil that I purchased and show it off a little bit. It is so shiny and it has stars on it. And it was under 60 cents. I was like, yeah, why not? I don't have any with that. And there are a few other patterns in here. There's some straight holographic, one with some swirls and some other little geometric figures on it. But what I'll go ahead and do for the purpose of the video is I'm just going to use the one. So I've already taken out my little case. The lids unscrew. I'm just going to unscrew the lid real quick. And then you can roll this up however you like. I'm kind of just going to do this really quick and dirty for the camera purpose. But once I've got it rolled up, I can just pop it inside this tube. Get my lid again, screw it back on, drop it back in there, and voila. Just like that, it's all set. Foils will now be nice and neat. And imagine, it's going to feel so nice just glancing over, looking at a couple boxes and seeing every foil you have in mere moments. It's like a dream come true for any nail art lover that has OCD. Now, if you are like me, quick little tip, and if you have tons of nail foils, it's a good idea to sort them by color or design. This way, when you're in the mood for some nail art, you can quickly find the perfect foil to match your look. Trust me, it makes the whole process so much more enjoyable when you just find everything you're looking for. By the time you get done like rummaging through all of your art supplies to go, okay, I found it all, after an hour later, sometimes you're just like, you know what? It's not even worth it anymore. I'm over it. Also, what is neat about this is it does have some little labels in here. They are quite tiny. So if you have a label maker or some cool way to make labels, you can even create your own labels, put them on the outside of this so that way you know where you purchased it from or what the name or brand of it was to make it easier to reorder. Another great use for any of the clear plastic cases I'm showing off today is they are highly versatile and you can store any items in them. You could probably even store charms in here or rhinestones, sequins. If you have loose jars of pigment powder or really small tiny jars of like acrylic, you may not be able to fit all of it in there depending on how big that acrylic jar is, but if it's like a small little trial size one, you might be able to fit most or a good chunk in here. What I also like is everything is clear, it makes everything visible, and they are super versatile. So if there's a point where you're no longer interested in nail foils, I doubt that point will ever come for me. But if it does, and I have many other little DIY crafts I do, these are definitely very versatile and can be used in other situations. So that is always a plus. You could even use this, like I say, for beads or sequins. They are just the perfect multi-purpose organizer. And one thing I absolutely love about these cases is how sturdy they are. I have dropped it already a couple of times, and as you can see, there's no cracks yet anywhere on it. It is still looking good. But this plastic is very durable. It keeps everything secure, so you don't have to worry about your precious nail foils getting damaged or scattered. Plus, the fact they fit inside the tube adds that extra layer of protection. Because I store mine in a Tupperware bin, one day some water spilled in there and ruined a handful of foils. So yeah, I'm liking the idea of the tube, keeping them safe and secure for my very clumsy self. And of course, we can't forget about the aesthetic appeal, the aesthetic people in the room. That's not my thing. It is cool to look at because there is something satisfying to my simple human brain about seeing things like organized and clear uniform cases. So yeah, it is going to be very nice. But it not only makes things easier to find, it just adds a touch of professionalism to your setup. Whether you have a dedicated nail art station or just a small corner of your room like I do, these cases will make your space look and feel much more organized. All right, I think we have talked enough about this clear plastic case, and now we're going to talk about another clear plastic case that I am going to pull out. We are going to talk about charm organization thanks to this 56 grid organizer case I got. Let me go pull it out the plastic real quick. And here she is. Let's dive into the Deepson List Box. So each box has 56 individual compartments, which is fantastic for storing your supplies. And as you can see, it comes in little sets of 4 stuck together, and then each one of these is individual from that. So I love it. And the clear design makes it so you can easily see what's inside without having to open up each box. It is a huge time saver when you're in the middle of a nail art project and you need to quickly find that perfect charm or sequin. I'll move it a little bit more into frame so you can see it better. And here's how I'm going to be using these boxes. I like to organize my charms by theme. For example, I have a box of floral designs. I have another for seasonal charms like Christmas, Halloween. And then I have one that's like my everyday essentials. You know, your standard like 3, 4, 5, 6, millimeter little circle-ish rhinestones. This way I can quickly find what I need based on the looks I'm going for. Plus, having things every sorted by theme makes it so much easier to plan things out. In fact, I have some of these. They're not the 56. They are 28 grid. Let me go grab you one real quick and just kind of show you what it looks like when you fill it up. It's kind of satisfying too. Alright, so I'm back, and these are the 2 boxes I have. Oh, I have a lot more than 2, but these were the 2 that I grabbed because they were right on the top. See what I'm talking about? Like how you can just look. I don't even have to open it, but I will just so you can see inside a little bit better because the light blinds things. I have things sorted out, like these are all of my different fruits. These ones here all glow in the dark. That's why they are together. They are fluorescent or UV reactive. And then these here are like some pretty charms. They're like pearls with like little silver or gold frames around them. And I've got more. Like these ones here. These are my pearl ones. Everything in here somehow is pearl related. Like these are all pearls, and then there's pearls that are used to make up these different shapes. These are pearls with, like, again, little gold frames around them. So, yes. I love these things. They are a lifesaver. So, let's talk about how these types of boxes here are great with decluttering. Before I got these, my nail art supplies, they were all over the place. I had tons of, I don't have one nearby right now, but I have tons of these like 12 grid charm boxes and little miniature jars full of charms and this, that, and the other. I had little bags, random containers. It was just a mess. They were everywhere. But now everything has a nice home. It has its own place. And these boxes have been stacking nicely on my shelf, but because they are so thin, they will be able to fit very nicely inside of that container I'm sliding underneath my bed. Plus, the uniform size and shape just makes everything feel so much more organized. Now, these boxes, like I've mentioned with the other ones, these are not just for nail art supplies. You can use them for any small items you need to organize. Think beads for jewelry making. Think small pieces or DIY projects. My husband is getting back into RC cars again. He loves them, but there are so many little teeny tiny itty bitty pieces that this is perfect for all those little parts or any other type of little small specialized thing. This is really good. The possibilities are truly endless with these types of organizers. But these organizers are definitely simple, effective, and a must-have for anyone who loves charms. But we are going to move on to the final organization item, which is the 7-tier nail polish rack. Let me go grab that box. Here is the box that she comes in. So here's why I get nail polish racks. I am a renter, so I really don't like to hang stuff on my walls. I know command tape exists. I do use it on really small tiny things, but I always get nervous if something shakes the wall, or if one day the weight of the polish is too much and the racks just give on the wall. I also live in Florida. It is really humid in the summer, and it's even more humid inside my household these last couple summers, so I just really don't want to clean up nail polish. You may not want to cry over spilled milk, but I will blubber like a little baby over some spilled nail polish, okay? So this is like the 8th rack like this I bought collectively off Amazon, Temu, Shein, and each time I get the 7-tier rack. And yes, my eyeball, you know when you can feel your eyeball and your eyebrow doing that weird twitchy thing? Mine's is doing that right now because my OCD is tripping out that it's not 6 or 8. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to try to internalize these feelings on the inside and just get over it. But it just happens to offer the best value when I go to buy these out of these smaller options that have the even tier numbers. So far, each one has the same exact measurements, no matter which of the 3 sites I've ordered from. So you can tell it all comes from the same place in the long run, just different price tags and different tolls on your ethical conscience. That's all. After a few sales, I seem to be running really low on space for polish again, so I was hoping one more rack should get me by for a couple more months while I work on getting the collection condensed down a little bit, try to use up some polishes that are closer to their expiration date, well, at least gel polishes, that is. And I'm going to try and open this up here real quick. Each one of these racks that I have, it holds about 100 to 120 polishes depending on the size of the polish. If it's a standard size bottle like this here, I'll show you real quick, I can easily fit one bottle in there. Now, if it happens to be the smaller bottles like this, I've got another one nearby. One second. There we go. I knew we could find it. So if it happens to be the smaller little trial size looking bottles, I'm able to double them up, as you can see. So I can put like 2 of them together. And when I do have one rack that's just full of nothing, but I call these trial size polishes. I have one rack full of them, and it's almost like 220 polishes in there when I counted earlier. So this is a great option to those who are like me out there. They are renting and maybe even have the same silly fears that I have with command tape. They are very sturdy. I have yet to break one putting together. And it takes about 5 minutes or less to slide the tiers together. Sometimes it's like a USB drive. You gotta flip it around a couple times till it fits. But hey, it's a good laugh once everything is said and done. But this is the last organization item we will be looking at. Last but not least that we will be looking at on this haul, what is closest to my heart. I did get tempted and I got a few more nail art supplies we are going to test out in a later videos, but I did want to go ahead and show them off here real quick because they were just so unique. So first, we're going to start with the most unusual thing I think I could have picked up. I have never seen anything like this before. These are 3D silicone stamping nail art, aka silicone stamping nail plates. Yes, y'all in the back heard me right, silicone stamping plates. Let me get one of these out of the package real quick. But 3D nail art, it's just such a big trend right now. I have a ton of solid moldable like gels. I really cannot wait to try these out and see how well the images transfer, how well they clean up. But all four of these have different designs and little patterns on them. I won't show them all off yet. We have a video we will be playing with these more in, but I just thought they were so cool. I wanted to go ahead, show them off. Another silicone item that I got, here it is. So this, I love silicone molds so much. And I got this neat little dragon mold. Might be kind of hard to tell. You can see the dragon somewhat there in the image. And then on the other side, it's like that really cool mask that people will wear at masquerades. While it was cool, and I'm glad they were paired together, I got it mostly for the dragon one. The new season of House of the Dragon started, and a huge rush of inspiration hit me while I've been watching the first 2 episodes of the new season. My drawing skills they're okay, but my shakes, well, they're causing things to look a little less desirable lately when I draw them. So I got this mold to help with an upcoming design for some House of the Dragon nails. And if you are watching, come on, you gotta let us all know. Drop in the comments below. Are you team green or are you team black? I am so torn right now. I love Rhaenyra's character so much since the first episode. I also loved how they portrayed her in the book. Yes, I'm one of those nerds. I like to read when I have free time. But the guy that they have playing Aegon, Tom Glenn Carney, I believe his name is. After the second episode, I feel so much for his character and the life that this actor has brought to the character on screen. It's just, for me at least, it's night and day. When you read about him, not giving too much away, just, you don't get that same feeling like he cares and he's like a dad that's there for his kids. But in the show, like, you can tell he's a human. Oh my God, it's so good. Okay. I'll get back on track. Back to the real reason why we're here, at least for today, is nail art. So I did show off the one shiny star foil I picked up, but you know, your girl over here, the foil queen, I gotta collect them all, and now I even got the tubes. I just need to paint them the color, and I've got my little Pokeballs. But I had checked through all of my foils, and I couldn't find anything like these, nor do I recall seeing anything like these very often when I'm shopping for foils. So we did get some more foils. You saw the first little batch that I had with the shiny star and other geometric patterns. These also have multiple ones in it. I believe there's 10 different patterns inside of each. But this one's a mix of like holographic geometric figures. And then this is a mix of what I would call more romantic designs. There's a lot of flower designs inside of here. I love, and I'll take it out so you can see it a little bit better. I love birds and flowers on my nails. I don't know why. It just looks so clean and crisp and beautiful. And this one also should have, yeah, it has a few different types of foils in here. Like we've got one with some koi fish and flowers. Gotta separate them out here so you can see them. This one here with some beautiful writing, some calligraphy like writing on it. And that's what this set kind of inspired me by. It felt very calligraphy in nature, very Japanese art inspired. And I am a huge anime fan. I have a deep love for Japanese art and culture and literature. So when I saw these, I was kind of inspired. That is so pretty. I love how this looks with the little birds there. It is so pretty. I cannot wait to use these. But there is several in here. I think there's 10 total. And of course, I got a mix of flowers inside of this case over here. I mostly got it. So look at this one. Does that not look... If you've seen RuPaul's Drag Race, you know who Shea Coulee is. Does that not look like the pattern from one of the outfits she wore? I'm going to make a set of nails with this theme, or this little foil here, and tag Shea Coulee in it. Maybe she'll wear a pair of my nails for me and make me YouTube famous. Hey Shea, if you're watching this, I got a set of nails for you, baby girl. I'm got you. I also got 2 more foils. This is another like holographic one with a mix of star patterns on it. And this one here has like this black and white wave pattern going through it. What's also really cool about nail foils, the biggest reason why I gravitate towards them, is you can wear them however you want. You can wear a little piece of the foil, you could wear the whole design, you could put it at a weird angle. The options are limitless when it comes to nail foils. So I am just a huge, as you know, foil queen. Let me move these foils out the way and kind of clean some of this up, and we're going to get a couple more nail art items. I also picked up some super cute stickers to help spice up my nails. Of course, sticking to the House of the Dragon theme in mind, I did pick up some of these here that look like dragon eyes. And then on the total opposite end of the spectrum from doom and gloom, I got a bunch of different pretty flowers. I love these too. They are so pretty with that little bit of holographic shift inside of them. But these here had this kind of like vintage flower vibe to me that is very trendy and popular right now, and something I've always loved and kind of gravitated towards. Also, these light blue ones here are just so beautiful. The way they are drawn, it is so unique and different from anything else that I already have. Plus, all of these sticker sheets were like $1 or less, so it's hard to say no to dollar stickers. I also got several stamping plates. I think I bought like 6 or 7 total. A lot of them are kind of, I would say, generic or basic. There's things you've probably seen a couple times on your own looking for nail plates. And we'll see them later on coming up here in other videos down the road. But this one I thought was so cute. I had to go ahead and I wanted to share it off now and look at it myself. My husband and I love the Jurassic Park movies. The first 3. Notice I said Jurassic Park, not Jurassic World. The 3 newest ones, you know, but we both have a really strong love for dinosaurs. And this stamping plate was so cute. I haven't really seen one with dinosaurs before, so I went ahead and popped this in my cart. And look at that one up there. Look at that. It even looks like it's the Jurassic Park symbols. And the DNA strand. Hey everybody, I'm Mr. DNA. Today I want to be a dinosaur. Yes, today I do. And you even got the claw marks like in the on the van, or not the van, the Jeep. Yes, this is perfect. I love it. And I think that one was also only like $1 or $2. Also, just because I like to show it's not always rainbow and sunshine when you buy from places. So there were these really cool charms on, I think this was Shein, or maybe it was Temu. It was one of the two. Everything on this video came either from Shein or Temu. But these were really neat. If you can see, they are, now you can probably see, these are curved flat back charms, and they have that really neat rhinestone, of course they have a rhinestone, star shape to them. Sorry guys, it's like 1 in the morning when I'm trying to record this video, and then I'm gonna have to edit it right afterwards, so it's getting late. But as you can see, there was a charm that has broken out. I can easily glue that back in. It's not the end of the world, but it is a little bit of an annoyance. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. And last, and certainly not least, now that I am very into nail stamping, I've been wanting to use gels instead of regular polish, since gel won't cure without a lamp and I can work as slow as I need to. I have a bunch of gels and they've been working okay, but the image doesn't quite transfer as well like when I use regular polish or regular nail polish that's made for stamping. So on Temu and Shein, I decided to look for stamping gels. And I found a ton of stamping gels, as you can see. There are tons of different colors here. There's some that glow in the dark, like I think these ones down here glow in the dark or fluorescent. But I bought a ton of them, and I cannot wait to test everything out against each other. Stamping gel versus regular polish made for stamping gels versus regular gel polish. The ultimate battle to the death. And you know how those sites are when you type in something, they're like, oh look, this word's kind of similar to all the other things you're searching. It happened to have the word gel in it. So we're gonna move these out the way. While I was looking for the stamping gels, I saw this polish that said it would go from black to almost like a milky white, as we can see here, depending on the temperature. And on the bottle too, as we can see, it looks very, very, very dark gray, basically black, and it fades through some grays into this like, it looks more like a white grayish color in the bottle. And when you paint it on the nail, as you can see, it's more like a really dark gray than a black. It does have some trace black element in it, but I'm going to call this more of like a gray. And here's what it looks like on a nail. I might have some stuff on it because I haven't top coated it or anything. It's still got the sticky layer. But this is what it will look like at ambient room temperature. Let me go get some cold water and hot water so we can see how well this transforms. Alright, so on quick short notice, I am using things that I normally use for hair dye. But this is just normal tap water. This is some cold water, and I got some hot water over here. So this is what the nail will look like at ambient room temperature. And if we put it in hot water, as you can see, it comes like almost like a milky, I would say that's more like a pink than a white. But it is cool. I like how, because of my body temperature, and it just looks so cool when it's coming back, all the color. And then if you want to speed it up, just so you can see it in real time. And then if we put it in cold. So, I mean, it's a little misleading. It's not quite black, and it doesn't quite go white. Let me try it one more time. Leave it in there for a couple of seconds. Yeah, that's more like a pink. So, a little misleading, not truly black to white, but I do like it. I will find ways to use it. I'm not mad because I only paid $1 and some change for it. Had I paid a little bit more, I would be a little upset. And I think that is going to wrap it up for today's nail art showcase. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of the items as much as I enjoyed sharing them with you. Do you have any favorites? What item are you most interested in me showing off in an upcoming video? Also, you may start to see me post long form and short form videos a little more often. In a couple weeks, I will officially be laid off from my job, and so far there are no bites on the resume. So if you are a headhunter, if you are trying to hire for some type of technical position, come find me on LinkedIn. I probably will come work for you. But well, joking aside, it does seem to be a little hard out there in the tech industry right now. So I may start putting more eggs in my YouTube and Twitch bag, hoping they hatch into something great. But back to the subject at hand. Personally, I am thrilled with how these items will help me tidy up my collection and make everything more accessible. If you're looking to declutter and beautify your nail art space, I highly recommend checking out these products through your favorite sites that you like to shop on. And I always want to thank you all for hanging out with me and spending some of your time with me. It truly means a lot to me. If you enjoy the channel, if you enjoy me, remember to give that like button a small little tap and subscribe so you never miss out on all the fun. I hope you all have an amazing week and may all of your nail designs work out perfectly. Remember, my nail besties, be pure, be honest, be beautiful, which I know you always are and always will. I love you, nail besties. Bye!